In previous class, I explained the concept astable multivibrator working. So I already explained the astable multivibrator working very clearly. Then now we will move to this is the output configuration of astable multivibrator using 555 IC. See, right. So here actually charging via RA and bar B. So this is actually positive voltages. See, this positive voltage is the capacitor, whatever the capacitor we used in the circuit, the capacitor is charging through resistor RA and bar B. Why? Because the potential VCC, the positive VCC is connected to capacitance through resistor RA or RB. So every time the capacitor will take the power supply through 8 pin, and this will be charging with respect to these two resistors. So therefore this capacitor is charging through a resistor RA plus RB. So because these are series combination, so simply you can write that RA plus RB. So every time see the capacitor charging via RA plus RB and discharging through RB. Why? Because discharging through RB means, see, whenever this transistor is in cutoff activated, whenever this transistor is activated, then it is short circuited. At the short circuited time, the collector terminal is connected to RA, okay, and see, in between RA and RB, in between the collector terminal is connected, and see the capacitor will discharge. The capacitor is discharged through like that, okay. So therefore discharging process will be at the time of discharging, the only presence of RB, through RB resistor only it will be discharged. It was not entering into RA. So therefore discharging via RB, okay. So if you see the output, first of all, your comparator select only between these two values, plus 2/3 VCC and my plus 1/3 VCC. So this is actually comparator 1 and this is comparator 2. So your comparator 1, what is the working procedure of comparator 1? If VTH is greater than 2/3 VCC, okay, then comparator is almost high. If the positive value of comparator is connected to 2/3 VCC, see, the positive potential is connected to VTH, then whenever the VTH value is greater than 2/3 VCC, at the time the comparator one shows always select a high value, okay. So therefore whenever we cross VTH, threshold voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC, then the capacitor will start charging like this, okay. So I'll draw this point using this so now the capacitor will charging, in this direction. Capacitor, yellow color C represents the capacitor charging in this direction via RA RB, okay. So once the capacitor is charging, the transistor is activated. Why? Because comparator selects positive value, means high value. Whenever set was going to be given to be high, then your output, your Q will be high only. So if Q will be high means, see, Q will be high means, so it will connected through a transistor with resistor RD and transistor is activated. So therefore the capacitor will once it reaches to short circuited, then capacitor will comes to discharge. So in this process, once it is come to, see, so until then it charging, until then it states that high condition. In previous output is starts from 0 onwards. See here in first case it is equivalent to, see, in first case I simply explain, it is first case it is 1 and it is 0. At the time your activation, your Q value is 1, your output is 0, means Q bar is 0. So that means your output wave is starts from only 0 level. So this is the present 0 level, okay. So once the capacitor is going to be charged, once the capacitor reaches, when the capacitor is charging, at the time VTH is greater than 2/3 VCC, then the capacitor will comes to charging. So that means whenever the capacitor is charging means the state will be changing. So that is called a represented high state. So this is equivalent to first state. Okay. So when it is reaches to right now it is represents this state, one state. Okay. Once again, if the capacitor, if this comparator sorry, is if this flip flop is q value is 1, then your transistor is activated, then capacitor will be discharged. So obviously what will be happen at this maximum point, the capacitor will gets discharging in this manner, the capacitor will discharge in this manner. Okay, so at the time your output is low only. Again capacitor is activated and again charging will be starts and it will move in this direction. At the time your output is high. Whenever it reaches to short circuit, the transistor gets short circuited, again it will come to discharging. So charging discharging will be appeared. So charging like that, discharging like that. At the charging time output is low, okay, and charging time output is high, and discharging time output is low. So finally it is represented by our output voltage, and it is the capacitor voltage. So whenever the capacitor voltage is taken as charging, at the time your output voltage is always shows only high value. Whenever the capacitor is going to be discharged, at the time your output shows low value. So this is the capacitor voltage, this is the corresponding output voltage of this capacitor. See, the charging means capacitor charging, at the time it shows high value. Capacitor discharging means at the time it will show low value. So capacitor charging means it is high, capacitor discharge means it is low. Capacitor high charge means it is the charging, at the time high output we will obtain. Discharging process, low output will be developed. Okay, so this is the wave pattern of astable multivibrator. Understand? So now I'll move to monostable voltmeter. Okay, see, and see, this is the schematic diagram of monostable multivibrator. So this is the actually monostable multi-vibrator. So monostable multi-vibrator. So our next topic is monostable multi-vibrator. So astable is over. I'll explain completely astable. See, in astable, this is the astable multi-vibrator block diagram and schematic diagram of astable multi-vibrator. So the only difference is sixth and second pin. Sixth and second pin is combined and they are connected by capacitor terminal. Okay, in the schematic diagram of astable multivibrator. But in the case of monostable multivibrator, see, right now I explain the monostable multivibrator. In monostable multivibrator, but sixth and seventh pin will be, see here, sixth and seventh pin. Seventh pin is nothing but discharge pin and sixth pin is nothing but threshold voltage. So threshold voltage and discharge pin both are connected to capacitor. Only one resistor here using the plus VCC is directly connected to R resistor. After that it is connected to capacitor, and one of the last terminal of the capacitor is connected to ground. Here I use external trigger pulse. So we are consider as we are taking input as a trigger. We are taking input as a trigger, and first input is simply the one input is going to be connected to ground, and the third output was taken as output voltage, and fourth and eighth pin. Eighth pin is positive VCC and fourth pin is reset pin, and reset pin and eighth pin both are connected to VCC because fourth pin was not used as properly, right? So that's why fourth and eighth pin will be almost all connecting, and these connecting combination will be connected to plus VCC. And the fifth pin is nothing but voltage control. This voltage control was connected by a capacitor. That capacitor has in 0.01 microfarad. So this is about the schematic diagram. So understand. So what are the points? I write the points here. See. So first of all, I consider in this combination. So the seventh and eighth pin. Seventh is a discharge pin. Discharge, and eighth pin is nothing but sixth pin. Seventh is discharge and sixth pin is threshold voltage. Okay, and these pins are combined, and these two pins are connected to capacitor. Okay, these two are connected to capacitor. And here we are consider in monostable multivibrator, we are giving external trigger pulse. So this is called external trigger pulse. So this external trigger pulse is only negative direction, understand? So please remember this point. We are using external trigger pulse negative is used in this circuit. Okay, and remaining everything will be same as a compared to astable multivibrator. Only the 7th, 6th and 2nd pins will be changed due to astable and monostable multivibrator. So that is the only difference. So in astable multivibrator we are given 6 and 2 combination to this capacitor, but in monostable we are given 6th and 7th combination to this capacitor. Okay, understand? Remaining all are equal. So remaining points working is similar to astable multivibrator. In case of monostable, we are taking a combination of 7th and 6th pin. This combination is directly connected to capacitor through a resistor arm. So this is the schematic diagram of monostable multivibrator. So right now I'll move to block diagram. This is the block diagram of monostable multivibrator. See, working of monostable multivibrator. See, in monostable multivibrator is also similar to astable multivibrator, but here the 6th pin is directly connected to comparator, and 5th pin is nothing but this is the fifth pin. What is the 5th pin? 5th pin is nothing but 2/3 VCC potential divider 5th pin. So 5th pin is a voltage control. Okay, so this 5th pin is right now I connected to negative terminal of the first comparator. And see, this is the comparator, another comparator. This is called potential divider 1/23 VCC, and the second pin is connected to trigger pulse. See, actually it is not a trigger pulse. Okay, so this is the trigger pulse, and 5th pin is a voltage control device, voltage controller. And here I am simply leaving the trigger terminal 2. This 2 is we are consider as it is an input voltage trigger pulse. We are applying external trigger pulse, so that is the reason the pin 2 is right now acts as a input. That input is also we are giving negative input. So trigger 2 is given negative input. So simply I'll write here the key points to understanding. So here see, the first comparator, come to comparator case. In comparator, the positive terminal of comparator 1. So I'll talking about comparator 1. The positive terminal of the comparator 1 is directly connected to threshold voltage. Okay, and this threshold voltage pin is directly connected to capacitor terminal. Okay, and see, and the negative terminal, that is called inverting terminal of the comparator 1 is connected to 2/3 VCC, and which is connected by voltage control 5th pin. And comparator 2, come to comparator 2. In comparator 2, the non-inverting terminal, positive terminal is connected to 1/3 VCC, that is called fixed voltage. Okay, because that fixed voltage comes from this potential divider. Okay, and the negative terminal, so that is called a negative terminal means comparator 2 negative terminals means it is an inverting terminal. So inverting terminal we are given negative trigger pulse, that is called pin 2. Why I am giving negative triggering pulse means it is an inverting mode. So if you apply negative terminal, automatically it will convert it into positive terminal. Okay, because this terminal is connected to negative terminal, this terminal is connected to negative sign. So that is the reason I am applying negative trigger pulse. So here I am using external trigger pulse, Okay, so that to be negative trigger pulse, we are using external trigger pulse as a input. So this is one important key point. And simply the plus 2/3 VCC and plus 1/3 VCC both are the constant potentials. That potentials are developed by this potential divider, and these potentials are are connected to comparator 1 and comparator 2. So 2 by 3 VCC is connected to negative terminal of the first comparator, and 1 by 3 VCC is connected to positive terminal of the second comparator. And see, these comparator 1 and comparator 2 is completely connected by one flip-flop. Okay, so the comparator 1 and comparator 2 is connected. That means output was connected. Comparator 1 and comparator 2 output is connected to a flip-flop. Okay, so flip-flop is nothing but memory devices. So using this flip-flop, the flip-flop Q and Q bar are the outputs of flip-flop. Okay, flip-flop. Now Q bar is our output. That output is connected to third terminal. Okay, and Q is simply connected to transistor, and it is connected to discharge transistor. This is called discharge transistor, and discharge transistor collector is connected to 7th pin. Okay, discharge collector is connected to 7th pin. So and see, so therefore the emitter of this collector is connected to ground. So the QD is nothing but name of this transistor, that is called discharged transistor. QD is nothing but discharged transistor. Understand everybody? So positive voltage is supplied to this capacitor. Okay, so right now come to working of monostable multivibrator. So I'll explain interior architecture of monostable multivibrator. So right now I explain the working of monostable multivibrator using 555 IC configuration. Understand? So see what the operation, I'll explain operation here. Okay, see, I'll write here. So everybody note these points. These are the key points to understanding purpose. We are right here, key points. Okay, so right now see, first of all, assume that this capacitor is fully charged. Assume that this capacitor is fully charged. So the first key points I'll write here, the left side, I'll write the key points. So the procedure right now, first working, I'll explain working. Okay, so suppose first you can consider that, otherwise suppose capacitor C is fully charged. So it fully charged means the 6th pin is connected. This capacitor is charging right now, fully charged. Okay, suppose it's completely charged, then the capacitor is connected to 6th pin. So 6th pin is nothing but, what is the 6th pin? 6th pin is nothing but threshold voltage VTH, and this threshold voltage is right now greater than 2 by 3 VCC. Is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. Why? Because VCC 2 by 3 VCC is given to negative terminal, and it is also fixed potential. So the fixed potential we are applying comparator 1 negative terminal. But right now I assumed that the plus VCC voltage is completely forward. So in this direction, so I'll use it. The plus VCC is moving in this direction through a resistor R and capacitor. So therefore capacitor is completely charged. So therefore you assume that C is completely charged, means capacitor is completely or fully charged right now. So therefore the capacitor terminal is connected to potential VTH. So that is called threshold voltage. Now the threshold voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. In this condition, the comparator 1 is selecting high one. So comparator 1 selects high value. So because VTH is maximum greater than 2 by 3 VCC, means comparator 1 is always select only positive value, because positive values are heavy compared to negative values. So therefore positive value, the comparator 1 is always select only positive value. So therefore, so the 1 is right now comparator 1 is selecting. That 1 is connected to flip-flop, SR flip-flop. So therefore the 1 is connected to set pin. So therefore this high is connected to set. Set means S terminal of a flip-flop. So what will be happen? See here, it is 1. Right now don't come to second guess, simply come to second comparator 2. So here the positive voltage of the comparator is 1 by 3 VCC, that is fixed, understand. 1 by 3 VCC is completely fixed, that was given to positive terminal of the comparator 2. Now the negative terminal is connected to trigger pulse. So right now we are using this is the input voltage. Why? Because the point 2 means the terminal 2 is connected to negative terminal of the comparator. Negative terminal of comparator is connected to second terminal, and that is a trigger pulse. So in previously I explained we are using external trigger pulse, that to negative trigger pulse as a input. Right now I'll give you negative input to this trigger pulse. Okay, so what will be happen? So this negative and negative will be positive because it is a negative terminal. I'll give you negative pulse. So negative will be positive. So the trigger pulse is positive. So if trigger pulse is, if I am applying trigger pulse means the plus VCC is given to positive voltage because 1 by 3 VCC. So first of all I want to give the lower values of trigger pulse. So here I given the lower values of trigger pulse. Okay, so the next important key points, these are key points. Okay, now I'll give lower values of trigger pulse. Lower values of trigger pulse. Trigger pulse means external pulse external voltage, whatever it may be, you can consider anything. Trigger pulse means external binary operation 0 1. If you give lower trigger pulse means now the lower value is given. Right now the comparator, the lower value means it is almost all negative voltage, so it selects negative voltage. Why? Because the trigger was given low, and low means it is a negative trigger pulse, and negative it is will be positive, and this value is compared to greater than compared to 1 by 3 VCC. So therefore trigger is right now greater than 1 by 3 VCC. So therefore the comparator 2 is always select higher values, but that too in negative case. So therefore the comparator 2 selects low value 0. Okay, so the trigger is greater than 1 by 3 VCC, then the comparator 2 selects only high value, but that high value is present in the negative sign of the comparator. So therefore if the comparator select a negative sign, then your output of the comparator 2 is always 0 only. So right now 1 and 0 will be given. So set is 1 and reset is 0. If set is 1 and reset is 0, then set will be 1 means your output is also 1. So Q will be 1 and output is 0 bar. 1 bar is nothing but 0. So your output is 0 and Q is 1. So now this 1 is moving in this direction through a resistor, and it was connected to base terminal of the transistor. Now what will be happen if the base terminal of the transistor is connected to high means it is a saturation. So this transistor gets saturation condition. Once it is saturation means it is a short circuited. Now once it is a short circuited, then the 7th pin will be closed because the collector terminal is connected to 7th pin. So obviously what will be happen, this potential is come to in this direction and entering into collector terminal and entering into emitter terminal and completely come to ground state. So similarly the capacitor voltage is also moving in this direction and entering into this direction and entering into the ground. So obviously capacitor will be discharged. So in this condition, if set is 1, that means transistor QD is activated. Once transistor is activated means a short circuit. Okay, when it is a short circuit means the capacitor voltage V is going to connected to ground. Okay, so obviously capacitor is discharging. This is nothing but discharging process. When the capacitor is discharging, then this plus VCC, the discharging means voltage will be decreases. Now the voltage will be decreases means VTH is less than 1 by 2 3 volts. So in this process what will be happen? See, so when the capacitor is discharged, when the capacitor is discharged means the potential at this capacitor is low. When the potential at this capacitor is low means the threshold voltage will take that lesser voltage. So therefore VTH, whatever the VTH is less than 2 by 3 VCC right now. So whenever the VTH is less than by 2 by 3 VCC, then your comparator 1 will select negative voltage. So comparator 1 select negative sign. So if negative sign means it is a low value, that is 0. Right now your set is right now comes to 0. Whenever the capacitor is discharging, then your comparator select low value and the set was going to be 0. Then set is 0, then your Q will be 0 and your output will be 1. Now this 0 is directly connected to base of the transistor, and this base of the transistor is right now, so see, low value. Now when flip-flop set is low, flip-flop set is 0, and this 0 is transferred to transistor, and this transistor is right now cut off because low value is given to transistor base terminal. It is a cutoff. If cutoff means the ground connection of this capacitor is disconnected. So obviously again the positive plus VC is moving to capacitor, and therefore capacitor will be charging. Capacitor will charge. Understand this process? Okay, again once capacitor is charging, then VTH is again greater than 2 by 3 VCC and comparator 1 is selecting high value. So third case is high value. Okay, and output is high. So again this high is connected to capacitor QD. Then capacitor is going to be short circuited. Again connection plus VCC will be disconnected, and this capacitor voltage will be this capacitor voltage is moving in this direction and connected to ground. Again this capacitor is discharging. So the process will be repeated continuously, and your flip-flop was selecting 1 0 1 0 1 0 combination. Your output is also moving in 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 combination. So your output is 0 1 0 1 0 1 like so. Your flip-flop transistor is also 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma 0 comma 1 comma like that. So this is the operation of monostable multivibrator. So if you see the circuit diagram, this is the output configuration of a monostable multivibrator. Output configuration. See, in output configuration we are giving, this is the input trigger pulse. This is called input triggering. So that input triggering is always negative, means only lower values. So I will give you trigger. So first VCC is connected to like that. See, I am giving I am giving compared to 1 by 3. See, the dotted line indicates more dotted lines indicated. In below dotted line I will give you lower state. That means it is trigger is almost all greater than 1 by 3 VCC. Okay, in this situation. So now here I am applying the trigger pulse. So this is the capacitor output. So once a trigger was given low value, once the trigger is low value, then what will be happen? The capacitor will gets charging. The capacitor gets charging. So this is representing charging. Capacitor charging. So up capacitor is charging in this direction. Once it reaches to 2 by 3 VCC, okay, then see actually VTH is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. In this condition, capacitor is charging. Capacitor is charging. Now once the capacitor is charging, then VTH, the threshold voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, then comparator 1 is selecting high. So selecting high means the capacitor will be charging, and it is always shows in state. So this is output voltage. Initially output is 0, and once the capacitor output is 0, once the capacitor is discharging, until discharging the capacitor is charging condition only. That charging condition is represented, it is high value. So once the transistor is deactivated, or once the transistor is activated, Okay, so the transistor is activated means it is a short circuited, then capacitor will be discharged. At the time it will discharging in like this, again it will come to ground state. So therefore in the discharging process it's zero. After again some time after the process is repeating, again the capacitor is charging like that, and the potential is output is taking high condition like. So this is about the circuit diagram. Understand everybody? So this is the monostable multi-vibrator output configuration. Here we are using external trigger pulse as the input. So therefore the external trigger pulse we are using here, we are using external trigger pulse. Once that the trigger is giving, then the capacitor will be charging. Okay. So capacitor charging at the time output voltage always shows high. Before discharging process output is zero. So initially output is zero. Why? Because it is only in previous state only. Okay, once the capacitor is charging, that shows how output voltage is high. When the capacitor is discharging, it shows output is low, and the capacitor is charging, output shows high. Capacitor is discharging, output shows light. So it will be repeated. So this is about the output configuration of monostable multi vibrator. So everybody understand what I am saying there? So please respond me, is understanding or not. So similarly, astable and monostable both operations are similar, and it is a similar, but the only difference to identify, we are identified the only difference, we are identify that the only difference of these two multi vibrators are only in astable case we are connecting 6 and 2 trigger pulses, and the threshold voltage both are combined, and we are taking a single out connection, combined to take a single connection. But in the case of monostable multi vibrator, the 7th and 6th pin are combined, and this combined input, the combined point, we are taking a single wire through capacitor C. So the only difference is that only. So in monostable, first of all, in monostable and astable working is the same, but in monostable we are using external trigger pulse. In astable we are not using external trigger pulse. Okay. So in remaining all are the same. Working procedure also same. Understand everybody? So please respond me. I'll move to sequential logic circuits. That is called 5th unit. I'll move to 5th unit. You can understand, then I'll move to 5th unit. So please respond me, students. Understand or not? Please students respond me. Understand?